Okay, so getting over your ex should be easy, right? They're your ex. Like, you're totally not meant to be together for like a totally awesome reason. So it's super easy to get over them. Oh, if only it were that simple. Getting over somebody you loved, or worse yet, that you still do, is hands down one of the hardest parts of love.
When we break up with someone or get broken up with, separating from love in any capacity is so hard. So today, we wanted to shed a little light on this topic and hopefully make the process of you getting over your ex just a little bit easier. That doesn't make sense.
Nope. We'll start with this video that I found in an old box up in the attic. I don't know about you, but it looks pretty hip to me. Oh, God. So, you're going off to college. This is the breakup one? Got it. No, I can just do it again. Just keep rolling. So, you've just been broken up with. You're officially not together. You can't stop crying and the whole world feels like it's turned topsy-turvy on you. Is this normal? Yes, sirree, it is. 100% totally normal. You're a human being and you're sad. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Well, now your old mind brain starts yapping and you can't remember why you broke up in the first place. We've all been there. Trust me. This is just our minds trying to protect us from feeling any pain. The problem is, this isn't serving any of us. In fact, it's making things worse. You see, these words here tell us that pain is how we learn. And so if we don't go through our pain, we're not learning. Now, we've all been taught to avoid pain. Get out of here, pain. But the truth is, our pain is here to teach us. How? Well, that's all coming up in this next section, which is going to tell us the #1 secret on how to get over an ex.
Now, I don't know about you, but I would like run from my pain. Like, I remember after a breakup just going out, getting trashed, making out or trying to make out with anyone I could find just to like distract myself from feeling any kind of pain.
Yeah, I definitely did that. Although I will say, more often than not, I was more of a like sit on the couch and eat my weight in Taco Bell and try to drown my feelings with an extra 2 pints of ice cream kind of guy. That's definitely more my speed.
Food me, bro.
Food me, bro. But here's the thing, not only were we not actually avoiding the pain, we were making it so much worse for ourselves in so many other ways. If we just let ourselves feel the pain and really look at what happened, we could learn our lessons and it would pass. And I'd be willing to bet we'd be better for it.
The issue, though, is that little part we just glossed over back there. Really look at what happened.
Because that is the main issue, at least for me. Like, I would get out of an unhealthy relationship and I would get right back into it as quickly as I could because it felt better than being single in that moment. Like, and it wasn't just about being single. It was just like...
It's more comfortable to like sit and suffer together sometimes, or we think it is, than like actually do the deed and like deal with the shit and break up.
Yeah, honestly, the whole thing is kind of encompassed in this really great song lyric by an artist that we really love. We actually played at our wedding, named Ryan Montblow. It's a song called Perfect, and it has this lyric that says,
and I know that time heals all things, sure feels like time kills all things bad about you.
I know that time heals all things, sure feels like time kills all things bad about you.
Ugh.
Right?
That is the most true statement.
It hurts. But the thing is, even though time kills all things bad about that person, that's not true. You have in front of you an ironclad reason and proof that it needed to end. You know what that was? It ended.
Whether it was by you or them it ended. And it's supposed to be like that.
Unfortunately, this is one of those times where I kind of feel pressure to like give a disclaimer that like we're not talking about all relationships here. There's a lot of caveats. The truth is we are talking about all relationships this one time because the proof is right there. If you broke up, you had a reason to break up. You had something to learn while you were apart. And just because you broke up doesn't mean you'll never get back together and that it couldn't be better next time. Trust us. We'll get into that in a future episode. But if you don't take the time when you're apart to learn about what it was that kept you from being together, then you're not going to get back together in a new relationship. You're just going to do that same thing again.
Cool thing is, all we gotta do is spend a little bit of time with the grumpy old pain monster. And then we're gonna learn everything we need to know to go forward and find the love we really deserve. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off here. What would happen if you walked up to that big, ugly pain monster and you said, "I'm not afraid of you"?
Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
Instead, we're gonna invite him in. We're gonna say, "Hey, you want some tea? You want a glass of wine?" And then we're gonna say, "All right, this really sucks balls. Okay, bro, but sit down with me and help me figure out what the heck I'm supposed to learn from you." Now you gotta be polite. And even though I know you don't want to always, you gotta listen with an open heart. And you may even have to tell your mind to shut up so that you can hear what pain's saying. I guarantee you that once you start listening to what your pain has to say, you're gonna learn some amazing things. You're gonna see this relationship taught you so many things about yourself, your worth, your strengths, your weaknesses, your desires. And if you're truly being entirely honest with yourself, you're gonna realize that this relationship is no longer meant for you. At least not for right now. So when your mind is over there making you second guess everything and holding up photos of the good old days when things were shiny and new, you have to tell your mind to zip it and step aside, sir. But the thing is, our heart, which is actually our intuition, it doesn't sound like that panicked, swirling chaos mess in our heads. Our heart sounds like this still, quiet, but strong, deep knowing. You just know, but you have to be quiet to hear it. And so when we quiet all that craziness in our head and we start listening to our heart, our intuition, we can trust that we're on the right path because we're finally accepting all of those lessons that were meant to be ours in the first place. I remember this one specific breakup that I was beginning to understand this concept of like really listening to my intuition. I was in so much pain because I just broke up with someone that I loved and cared about so much. I just wasn't in love with him anymore. And I did it out of love because we both deserved more, but it still was horrible because I was like, how could I do this to someone I care about? And my thoughts were screaming at me. They were like, who the heck breaks up with someone that they love? Are you ever gonna find someone that good again? Was it really that bad? Are you insane? He was good enough. So I took a second and I decided that I was gonna do things a little different this time. I had learned a lot from breakups in the past. I'll never forget that Missy and I sat in my little studio apartment. We decided to just let pain walk right in. With an open heart, I just sat there and cried and let pain flood me. I cried and I listened and I cried some more. I said, what if I made the wrong decision? And pain said, you made the right decision because you made that decision. And I said, why does it hurt so bad? And pain said, just because they weren't your soulmate doesn't mean you can't love them. What I learned by allowing myself to feel and really listen to what my pain had to say is that in a weird way, it made the whole breakup less heartbreaking. I was so sad to hurt someone that I loved so much. And I was also so sad, like, how could I live without this person? I love them. But my pain said, you're gonna be so devastated if you spend your life in this relationship ignoring your heart. And it sucked. You guys, it sucked. Like, I'm not sugarcoating any of this. But what I learned is that listening to your heart and following your intuition is a part of love.